Please join me in welcoming Marti Barletta.
Good morning. I couldn't have asked for a better introduction than Mark just gave me, and it's almost as though we conspired on his lead-in remark here, because I'm going to start off my presentation this morning with the pop quiz related to something he just said. You know, somebody told me the other day, given that this is a presentation on marketing to women, maybe it should be a mom quiz, but it doesn't work for me. But the pop quiz is, I've got to understand who I'm talking to, right? We all know we need to understand our audience. And I'm not quite sure what percentage of the audience is male and what percentage is female here. So how many of you are guys? Would you just give me a clap of hands so I can hear? Okay. Okay, that sounds about right, because in the investment management business, I think it's about 80-20 male-female. The next question, how many of you guys understand women? Ooh. Well, you know, that's okay. You're not alone, honestly, because there was a study that was done recently, and they asked women, how many of you understand men? And they found that 62% of women said, yes, they understand men. And then, of course, they asked the corollary, how many of you men understand women? 7%. So I guess that's why they invited me, as Mark just said. Understand women, what a concept. Okay, I'm going to try and answer for you this morning 3 questions. The first question, are women worth it? Okay, a little bit of a challenging question, but we'll get into that in a minute. Secondly, why sell differently to women? Selling, products, right? Needs, benefits. Why do we have to do anything different with women? And thirdly, what specifically will build my book of business, which I suspect is one of the major reasons you all are here. All right, first off, are women worth it? If you were skeptical, I wouldn't be surprised, because when you read what you do in the newspapers, most of what the newspapers cover are still kind of in the woe is me mode on women. Women are earning, on average, 76 cents on the dollar compared to their male counterparts. Women have not saved enough. Women have not saved enough for retirement. Women don't know enough about investing. And if that's all you ever saw, you might think, well, I have other fish to fry. I have better things to do. But I'd like to share a different point of view with you this morning. And I think that that will change your perspectives considerably. And I will leave you at the end of this quick beginning session, I hope, with 7 points to post on your bulletin board. Okay, the first thing, I'm going to talk first about the general market, then I'm going to talk about high net worth women. In the general market, earnings are growing very fast. Right now, women bring in half or more of the household income in the majority of households in the U.S. And I'll show you in a bit. Most of my statistics are from the U.S. because I can't find all the same ones from Canada, though I've looked. But I have evidence, as you probably know, that the Canadian market and the U.S. market are very similar. So, women bring in half or more of the household income. Secondly, many working wives out-earn their husbands. Now, today, 30% of working wives out-earn their husbands. But what I think is important about this chart is the progression. Since 1987, in 13 years, it has gone from 18% through 22, 25, just a couple years ago, now 30%. This is on a very rapid growth curve here. And that growth curve is about to accelerate. Why? As we all know, we have moved from a manufacturing economy into a service economy, and we're moving now from a service economy into an information economy. And the people who are going to be the most desirable employees in that information economy are the more educated employees. So take a look at this. Women are at present outperforming or being awarded the majority of the higher education degrees in the US and Canada. The majority of bachelor's degrees and master's degrees, and quickly growing on the PhDs. And this is the chart I said that shows how much the Canadian and US markets resemble each other. The numbers are almost identical when you look at university degrees, participation in the labor force, and percent of management. You're way ahead of us on elected legislator. Secondly, about the general market. The investment participation of women is increasing very quickly. Up until about, even as recently as 10 years ago, when women had just started entering the higher levels of management, the higher levels of income, women were not participating so much in the investment decision because they were less knowledgeable about it than men. This is a big ticket category which, like many big ticket categories, has historically been bought by men. And so it's only recently that women have moved in as a significant market segment. Gosh, that chart looks just exactly like the one I showed you a minute ago. Women already command major assets. The high net worth market right now shows that 43% of individuals, not households, individuals with assets over $500,000 are women. And that's from the Internal Revenue Service. I guess they should know. Already, women control the majority of U.S. wealth. They're rapidly accumulating more. The three categories of high net worth women are corporate executives, business owners, and professionals. When you look at corporate executives, amongst those women who work for Fortune 1000 companies at a VP level or higher, a full 75% are the primary breadwinners in their households.